The majority of interviews that you go on, you're going to be asked the question, tell me about yourself. Try to sum this up in about 3 to 5 minutes. Start back with your educational background, where you studied, where you graduated. Move into your work history. Focus on each role, how long you were there. Try to focus on a few accomplishments that you may have achieved while you were there. Go into details about why you left, why you went to your next position, whether you were headhunted out looking for more money, looking for growth opportunity. End it off with going into details about why you're currently looking for your next position, what you're looking for in your next position. Keep your personal life out of it. It is a business meeting, so you want to stay as professional as possible. And at the end of it, again, follow up, keep the personal stuff out of it, and you should do amazing. At the end of every interview, you're most likely going to be asked, do you have any questions for the person interviewing you? To ensure that you're fully prepared, make sure that you have at least 2 or 3 questions that you'd like to ask them regarding the organization and the role. Make sure that you do have a few backups, as there is a possibility that some of them may have been answered during the interview process. Also ensure that you're asking these 2 particular questions. Say to them, now that you've had an opportunity to meet with me, review my resume, how do you see me fitting in with the organization and the role? Also say to them in closing, assuming that everything went well today, what would the next steps be in hiring this position?
Who are your major competitors, and what competitive advantage or disadvantage do they have in terms of product, market share, methods of marketing, and strengths and weaknesses? Tell me about the history of growth of the company. In the recent history of the company, what has been the biggest advance and what has been the biggest setback? What is your highest priority in the next 6 to 12 months? Can you describe a typical month in this position? What are some of the traits or characteristics of your top performers? Where do you see your company going in the next 5 to 10 years? What are the 3 main qualities you are looking for in a candidate for this position? How do you see me fitting in with your company? How will you measure success in this position? Based on the discussion we have had and looking at my background, what do you think would be my greatest challenge? How do you feel my qualifications compare to your expectations for the role?